The gun that I have was not mine. I just had
Where'd you
my-
get it?
It was in the car,
It was in the car where?
in the back seat.
And so it was in the car in the back seat. What'd you do with it?
I just picked it up.
Picked it up, put it in your waistband? Why'd you
Yes,
do
sir.
that?
There were plenty of guns brandished. I felt unsafe.
Well, when did you pick it up and put it in your waistband?
After I realized what was going on outside of the car.
Okay. How long did you know dinero and currency?
I've known dinero and currency for a few months.
Okay. What did you know about currency?
I didn't know too much about currency.
You know now that he's done this before, right?
Now that you're telling me that, yes.
Now, this is the first you know that he's done that before?
Yes, sir.
He's robbed somebody at gunpoint before? You didn't know that?
No, sir.
Okay. Why, back in '23, you had a juvenile court felony for receiving stolen property, right?
Yes, sir.
What was that all about?
I was with the wrong group of friends again, making bad decisions. But also,
Well, you may have been, but what was the offense all about?
excuse me,
What did you do?
I was in the passenger seat of a stolen car with people I went to school with.
All right, so that had been the first time you gotten in trouble, right?
Yes, sir.
What was the penalty for that?
Unactive probation, I believe. It was no probation. Like I didn't have to report or anything.
Okay, so there was really no penalty for that.
Yes, sir.
So what influence did that case, the last time you were in court on that was June 29th of '23. What impact did that have on your life after that day?
That incident impacted me to make better decisions in life.
All right, didn't work though, right? You're hanging out with these two knuckleheads.
I mean, yeah, but I was unaware that they were knuckleheads, sir.
Want me to believe that?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
That's the
So when
truth.
you called up these two guys to go get some food, you brought your ski mask with you?
I already had it on.
You had it on at home?
Yes.
You were wearing it at home?
Yes.
You were wearing it over your face?
I wasn't wearing it over my face.
Where were you wearing it?
Just on my head.
On your head?
Your Honor, it might have been the kind of ski mask that's like, leaves your face open, that goes over your whole head.
On the aggravated robbery count 1, I'm going to sentence you to a definite minimum of 3 years, up to an indefinite maximum of 4.5 years. Whether you serve any time beyond that definite minimum is based upon the criteria of the Department of Corrections and your activity within the institution. There's a rebuttable presumption that you should be allowed out after the definite 3 years. There is I'm going to sentence you to 3 years on the firearm specification, which is mandatory and which will be consecutive, prior to and consecutive to the sentence on the aggravated robbery. There's credit for 172 days and the costs are imposed. When you get out, you will be placed on post-release control under the parole authority for 2 years, up to 5 years. There will be conditions placed upon you. If you violate the conditions, the parole authority could return you to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. If your violation is a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation, the maximum of which will be the greater of 12 months or the time you have left under post-release control. Remaining charges are dismissed. Is there anything else, Ms. Himmeline?
No, Your Honor.
No, thank you, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Hibbard, nothing else. Mr. Smith,
Sir.
you're going to do an unpleasant stretch in prison. That's the extreme bad news that you're facing here. The good news is when you get out, you're going to be plenty young, so you can determine what you want to do with your life, if you want to continue to live it like these other guys are and like you have, or whether you want to do something different and follow the lead of the people in your life that conduct themselves responsibly.